the beast of Revelation. I saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his heads a blasphemous name. Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard, like a bear, like a lion. The dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority. Oh, those are all the components of the Daniel 7 beast, the characters that were used in Daniel 7. And so what you have is, out of the last one, the dragon power gives his power over to this last king of the north, little horn power. Okay, so the beast is coming after Rome. How long does it last? And I saw the beast, the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him who sat on the horse and against his army. Then the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. These two were cast alive in the lake of fire burning with brimstone. Okay, that's when God cleans everything up, when he sets up his kingdom. So it starts from Rome and goes all the way to deliverance. So what do we know from that? This has to be a power or a system. It cannot be an individual, because I don't know of anybody that's still around that was here during the Roman Empire. So it starts from the time of Rome and goes to deliverance. Okay, so who is this king of the north, little horn, man of sin, antichrist, beast, power? Well, Luther, Calvin, Wycliffe, the Wesleys all taught the same things. That is, that this little horn beast power is a Roman Catholic papal system. Now hear me carefully, not Roman Catholic people, many of which God calls his people in Revelation 18 verse 4. So I'm going to say that another way to make sure nobody misunderstands it. Don't leave here thinking this guy doesn't think there will be any Catholics in heaven. I actually believe there's going to be more Catholics or more former Catholics than anything else. There'll be former Baptists, former Adventists, former Pentecostals, former Lutherans, former lots of things. Notice I just called them all former, because the barriers will be gone and we'll just be God's kids, which will be wonderful. The other piece is there's been more Catholics for more years. That's why there's going to be more of them than anybody else in heaven. But the system, the Roman Catholic papal system, has been guilty of human rights violations for centuries, and the Catholic people were often the victims of many of those human rights violations. So does the papacy fit? Well, how many powers do you know that have been around since the time of Rome? Well, the papacy has. So, yeah, it fits. You can take a look at popes, and they'll claim all the way back into the 1st century. Oh, remember Paul said in the 1st century something was starting to happen that wasn't good?